Hi guys, Andy here. Let's have a look at the NASDAQ futures. Today is Wednesday, November 29. Time is around 7:30 p.m. GMT. So we will start in the higher time frame. Here we are looking at the weekly, and my take on the NASDAQ is that we made a wave one high right here in the higher degree. We came down as an a, B, C structure, corrective structure down as a wave 2. And from this wave 2 low, I believe we are starting a new higher degree wave 3. As you can see, this is very bullish. This would be our target. If this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2 down, then we can expect the wave 3 to go into that area. This is the area that we can find by now. I really have to zoom out, but basically it is the area that we can find by taking the length of our wave 1, the length of our wave 2, and then a wave 3 is supposed to go into the area between the 1 and the 1.618 FIB extension. So this looks very bullish, but of course, this is not for tomorrow. It can take months and years for this to play out. So we should go there in 5 waves, because a wave 3 is an impulse. And for now, I believe we are just working here on the wave 1. And once we had this wave 1, we should have a wave 2 pullback, and then a 3, a 4, and a 5 will follow. But this is, really something for the far future, I would say. I think for now we have to focus here on this structure, on this wave 1. And so for the people who follow me for some time, before we took out the high right here, I was still considering a bearish scenario in the weekly, a scenario that looked like we were doing a wave A down, then a wave B up, and then a wave C down could follow to make the wave 2 low deeper into this area. But I took this scenario out of my chart simply because what we have now here from the October 2020 lows really starts to look like 5 waves. Before we had 3 waves right here, so it could still be corrective, something like A, B, C. But now that we took out the high right here, it really looks like 5 waves up here from this low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This looks also supported in RSI. So here we have this nice cycle up. We have our highest RSI reading as a wave 3. And then here we are making a new high in the weekly, but we are seeing divergence here in the 5th wave. So this is typically something for an impulse, the 5th wave ending with divergence. So therefore, I now favor to call this or wave 1. And then after this wave 1, a wave 2 pullback should follow. But for now, I think the most important analysis we can do is here on this structure in the lower time frame. Of course, there will always be several counts. I could come up with several other counts in the higher time frame, but for now it is not really relevant, I think, to pay much attention to alternative counts in the weekly, as we are having now quite a clear 5 waves, and the data is just supporting the 5 waves for now. So let's just focus on here one scenario in the weekly, which is saying we are doing a wave 1 up. And if we are doing a wave 1 up, as traders, we would like to know when this wave 5, or I mean this wave 5 of wave 1 would end, so we can prepare for the next move. So if we go to the daily, here you can see in more detail what I just explained. So from this wave 2 low in the higher degree, the low right here, I would call for a wave 1, wave 2 down, and then here a very nice impulse as a wave 3. We also have nicely, or we also have 5 nice subwaves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then from this wave 3 we went into the wave 4 area. And so I believe the wave 4 here was made as a WXYXZ correction, triple three correction. And so here from this low, after doing this correction, we had a very nice up move, the beginning of a new cycle. We also took out the high right here. So therefore, this would be our fifth wave up. And now the question with this fifth wave up is, it could be finished as soon as we have a first impulse right here, because we fulfilled the minimum requirement in the sense that we took out the wave 3 high. So this is actually enough for a fifth wave. This could mean that our fifth wave is in like right here in the area we are currently at. However, you never know with an impulse. Like, it could be that this here is just the first wave up of the fifth wave, and that we are doing something like wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like an ending diagonal. And like, if we put it into perspective, like compared to our wave 3, that would not be such a strange move to end here with some kind of ending diagonal towards the all-time high. That would be a possibility. However, there are also some rules in Elliott Wave, not rules, but guidelines, saying that your wave 5 can have the same length as the wave 1. And if we would apply this kind of guideline, then it could also mean that our fifth wave is in right here. So we have to focus here on this structure. If we get pulled back, we have to analyze the pullback. What exactly can we expect? But I just want to share these two kinds of possibilities of a wave 5. For now, I would actually favor the short wave 5, like this being the fifth wave. And this would be based like on analysis of the other indices. It looks like other indices are doing a corrective move. Like, for other indices, this move we are seeing here in the NASDAQ could be, or I prefer to call it, a corrective move. Now, this is what I see like in the DAX, in the Dow Jones. It looks like they are still acting corrective or printing something corrective right here. Of course, as soon as they also take out this high right here, the other indices did not do this yet. If they would take out the high right here, then of course we can no longer speak of a corrective move, and then the chances increase that we have like an extended fifth wave up as part of the wave 1 here in the higher degree. So now, if we go to the lower time frame here in the 4 hour, it's not really easy to interpret this structure right here, because as soon as they give you like kind of a straight line, it becomes way more difficult to read, to interpret the data. But what I'm seeing is remember in an earlier video, I think in my latest NASDAQ video, I was calling for some kind of complete cycle right here. So this actually the red count is based on this previous call, but what I'm seeing now, let's first focus here on the count in green. Like what I'm seeing from this low, we could say this is the wave one, shallow wave two. So we make here or RSI trend line, making like the upward cycle. And what we see is that this could still be the third wave. And now, like if this is our fourth wave breaking this RSI trend line, we see really weakness now. Like we are making a new high here, like working on the fifth wave, I would say the wave five of wave five. But our RSI is really diminishing. This is typically a reversal pattern for an impulse. So it could be that we are actually here close to finish this structure because of this divergence. But then the divergence should really be respected, and we cannot take out this divergence. So the divergence has to stay like it is, I would say. So then we would have a complete structure right here, and then the fifth wave can be in. However, there is another possibility. Remember, in my previous video, I was calling for a complete structure right here as a wave one. And this would really be, yeah, let's say kind of the surprise, kind of a trap. It would mean that from this wave one high right here, we have a very shallow wave two down. So actually our cycle is then made from the start of our wave one, the end of our wave two. So the trend line here in red. And that would mean that the best is yet to come. It would mean that we can expect a very strong third wave taking out the RSI right here, so that we actually still need to see our third wave, the third wave of the fifth wave. Unfortunately, this is not something I can predict. If it happens, it just happens. We have to accept this. My only interpretation is, for now, we have divergence. We have probably five waves. As long as the divergence is respected, I would call for the scenario here in green. It would be good if we could take out the low right here. That would help us, or that would give us some kind of indication that the cycle, the upward cycle here, is really over with the high we had right here. However, if we are not really willing to break the low right here, if we just stay a bit hanging in this area, we may not neglect that we are maybe loading for for a really nice push up, a third wave up. However, I agree, this is just based on experience. I would say it's just something I saw in the past. It's speculation. I cannot forecast this. If I interpret the data as we have it today, I would say this fifth wave is close to be over. We have divergence. We have our five waves: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is typically a pattern that we see when a fifth wave or when an impulse is ending. However, if we get a surprise scenario with a wave one here, a very shallow wave two, and then a strong wave 3 taking out the RSI right here, then unfortunately it is what it is. We will have to accept it, and only I would say, if you are in the wrong direction, only risk management can protect you against these kind of surprises. Okay, if we go to the 1 hour, I cannot really add more to the analysis, I'm afraid. Um, I think the most important things to see now are in the 4 hour, because like if we look here at the 1 hour, if we are extending like this, if we are having like a straight line up, your RSI becomes kind of worthless to interpret. Also on the 15-minute, yeah, look at this, what we are printing here, what data they give us. This is not really useful. For now, my conclusions are mainly based here on the 4 hour. We are seeing 5 waves, we are seeing divergence. So with this data, I have to interpret this as a finishing impulse. However, there might be a possibility for some kind of surprise. The surprise would be that we did not see the strongest move yet of this fifth wave, and that would mean that we have some kind of shallow wave 2, and that the best is yet to come, which is the wave 3 of the wave 5. Okay, that's my analysis for today. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment to support my work. And I see you one of the next days for another update on the NASDAQ. Have a nice day. Bye bye.